Dear learners, again we are here to discuss the second part of this topic. The second part of this topic includes essential communication qualities of a good school leader and the significance of communication in school leadership. These two areas are included in this part. So first is, what is the essential communication qualities? What are the qualities a school leader should possess to be a good, effective school leader? So we all know that for effective communication, the fundamental skill that is required for a school leader is the communication process. The leaders exhibit a range of communication qualities. He must have some qualities to be a good communicator. And he must adapt his qualities among themselves to be a good communicator. So first is what is the quality? First is the adaptability. So effective school leader must try to adapt their communication style. For example, why I am giving you the example so that the points which I want to elaborate here is clear and precise. You can easily understand what is the role to be played by a school leader to be a good communicator. So first here is the adaptability. Adaptability in the sense, you see, a school leader always communicate or present his views to different stakeholders. Now, the teacher or a school leader will present his views to his or her fellow mates, the teachers, and the parents, and the community people. So the presentation he or she will give as a school leader will different to that people than that of the students. When he or she will present his view, address his view to the students, the way of presentation will be different. So these are the styles, the communication style will be different. It should suit different situation. Suppose in the time of any problem arises, the address he will make to the audience will be different. Suppose in the time of any kind of achievement, he will address to the students. That will be different. So the style of communication, a teacher, good teacher, always adapt that style in a different situation. So that is adaptability. Then empowerment and collaboration. The school leader as a teacher always value collaboration and actively involve team members in decision-making process. So, why? Because if all the members are engaged in the decision-making process, then what happens? It will create a sense of empowerment. All the members of the institution will build a sense of empowerment among themselves and they will feel a shared responsibility. They will contribute their work in such a way that they are the owner of their own work. So, a good communicator, a good leader must possess the quality of a communicator, which is the empowerment and the collaboration. Next is inspiring and motivating. The school leader or a teacher not only mere giving lectures to the fellow mates, to the parents, to the students, but he or she should be inspiring and motivating to the other members. A teacher or a school leader should themselves build or create such kind of work which will help to promote a sense of inspiration. The students should inspire their teacher, their school leader, by their works. How the school leader will create inspiration, create motivation among students, among other members? By doing some good works for the society, good works for the community, good works for the fellow mates, and good works for the students. This work will set as an example for other members. It will inspire and it will motivate to the entire community. Next is feedback and growth. Every teacher should have the quality of feedback and growth. Suppose a teacher wants listen to other members. A good teacher listen to other members. An institutional head is listening to other members. But he or she should also give feedback that yes, the presentation given by you or the views given by you is really inspiring. This is a feedback. So this feedback will help in the growth of the institution. Suppose any fellow mates, any teachers, any institutional member have given some contribution to the institution. If the effective leader provide feedbacks that yes, only 1 to 2 words, that yes, your work is very inspiring and this helps in the growth of our institution. So this will develop a sense of growth, inspire a culture for development among all the members of the community. So this is nothing the quality of feedback and growth. Next is the crisis communication. So in crisis communication, what happened? Effective leaders never get any trouble situation. They always handle the situation calmly and clearly. See, the situation is only crisis, emergency situation. In that case, if the leader break down, the other members will also break down. So the quality of a good leader or a good communicator or an effective leader is that to handle the crisis situation very calmly and clearly. This will provide essential information, reassurance and guidance and even safety to all the members of the school community. And who are the members? The students, the staff, the parents, all will reassure. They will guide themselves that yes, in the time of crisis, our leader are doing such kind of work, so we must also provide helping hand to them. So in that situation, the crisis will be handled very effectively. Next is digital communication. So in the time of digital, we all know this is a digital era. Without digitization or without digital gadgets, digital works, we cannot develop to another level. So to develop ourselves to that part, we must have the digital communication. So at present, it is the need of the hour to make all leaders a digitized one. Every school leaders must effectively use various digital platforms for their communication process. So nowadays, if a teacher or a leader only believe to spread their message, to spread their lectures only through classroom lecture, then it will not be an effective one. To make an effective one, every school leader must use various media platforms for communication. And these are the emails, the social media, online tools to make all stakeholders informed, engaged and even connected. So next is the accessibility. See, one example I am giving you. Every teacher or every institutional head must be accessible. Now suppose in the time of any problem arises in respect of teachers, in respect of parents, in respect of students. Suppose I am a teacher here and I am teaching you this part of the unit. Now you all are having any problem. You want to discuss with me. I am not physically available for you. But yes, there is online media platform. This video will go through YouTube. You can view this. You can understand this. If you have any problem, you can post queries. You will get answers from me. So this is accessibility. When the people are in need, the leader, the school leader or a school teacher or any teacher must be accessible at any time. Approachable. Suppose you all are giving me queries, questions, and I am not giving you response. Whether I am accessible to you all? Whether I am a good teacher? No. To be a good leader, be a good teacher, it must be quality of a teacher to be accessible at any time, whenever the people are in need. So this is the quality of accessibility. Next is respect for diversity. This is very much important because nowadays community-based schools are developing. And people are respecting their own community and disrespecting the other community people. So, a good leader, a good teacher must have the quality to respect all the community people and to take all students in one basket. That means respect for diversity. There will be different diversity in case of sex, in case of caste, in case of creed, in case of religion, or any other basis. So, there will be diversity of students also in case of their IQ. So, all students, all members, all people in the community must be respected by a good school leader. This is one of the essential quality, recognizing the diversity within the school community. So, teachers can enhance their communication skill actively through these qualities, these 8 qualities which we have discussed now, and speaking clearly and using non-verbal cues effectively. So, these are the qualities, the 8 qualities every teacher should possess to be an effective communicator, to be an effective leader, and to be a good administrator, which is the part of this course, that is school management and leadership. And the last one we are going to discuss here is the significance of communication in school leadership. Why we are talking about communication? Why a school leader should always focus on the part of communication? So what is the significance? So these are the significance which we are going to highlight in this unit for being a good school leader. Our aim of this course is to build good school leader. That's why the course is School Leadership and Management. Every school teacher should be a good leader and a good manager. And how can he or she be a good leader and a good manager? Through good communication process. So now we are going to discuss the significance of the communication process in school leadership. So in brief, what are the points we can include for the significance? So what are the areas, what are the aspects should be there for being a significant good communicator? First is the clarity, which we have already discussed in the first part of the unit, but we are learning here again only to know the significant areas or the aspects which should be included for a good communicator. What are the parameters should be checked by a teacher to be a good communicator? If all the parameters are there inbuilt you as a teacher, you can see by yourself that these are the parameters as a teacher you have inherited or not. You have these qualities among yourself or not. If you have this, then yes, rightly you are a good teacher, a good communicator. So first is the clarity. So clarity, communication clarifies the school visions and objectives. If there is clarity, that means a good teacher can communicate about the school visions, about the objectives, and towards the common goals. Next is the trust. Yes, building trust among the members is very much essential for the development or the growth of any institution. If there is no trust among the members of the community, school community, then that institution will never grow. So building trust through transparency will work. That means whatever work is done by any teachers of the institution, any institutional head, should be transparent to all the members of the school community. And this transparency will help to build trust among the members of the school community. Next is decisions. The decision should always in a democratic form. That means the head of the institution should not take the responsibility to take the decision alone. For being an effective communicator, being a good school leader, every school leader should take decision with the viewpoints gathered by the members of the society, members of the school community, members of the staff, teachers, and even students. Students' decisions are also to be taken into account. Then only the institution will grow to a different level, different height. Next is the motivation. Engaging communication. See, communication should be in such a way that it should motivate all the members of the school community. So one of the area of a good communicator is to create motivation among all the members of the school community. Next is students focus. Another point or the area that should be focused is the students, because the students are the base of any educational institution. So communication, when any school leader communicate with the students, he or she should strategize himself so that he can communicate for the students' needs, their progress, their intervention. Every school leader or the institutional head should see what are the needs, present need of the students. How can they develop in different areas? How can they progress in different areas? What are their problems? For example, I am giving you a simple example in this area. Why student focus? See, nowadays, we can see that students are very much digitalized. If the students are not given scope to make themselves technology high, if they are not giving the scope to make them technology friendly, they will lag behind. And it is the duty of the teachers or the students, teachers or the school leaders to see that what are their needs, how they can develop, not only at their level of school, but out of their school. That means in regional level, in national level, in international level, how they can progress. And if they will progress, yes, equally the institution will progress. So a true communication, this should be seen by a good school leader or a teacher, that student needs, aiding progress and intervention is much focused in the communication process. Next is parental partnership. Yes, another important area included is the parental partnership. The school should always help in creating a rapport or build a rapport between school and family bond by contributing to the school success. Next is crisis. We always know in the time of crisis, the school leader should take all the members of the institution or the school community together to ensure their safety and well-being. Next is resources. The another area which should seen by the school leader, which the school leader should see, is the resources. That means clear resource communication, explain budgets decisions. That means you see resources, if you see what are the resources needed in the institution, that is the human resources, that is the material resources, and the financial resources. So human resources included all the members of the institution. Material resources included all the infrastructure required for an institution. And the financial resources, yes, that is everyone know, that is the budget or the money which is required for the institution. So a good leader or a communicator always communicate with the members of the members of the school community regarding these resources. What are the lacking behind? What they need? What are the budgets? What are the money requires? Everything should be clean and clear in a precise form with the form of communication. So this will help to develop the educational institution to a different height. Next is development. Continuous development. A school leader or a good teacher always see the regular progress of the institution. That is development, continuous development. This development should not be for a phase. It should be in continuous form. So communication, through communication, this progress or this development will also grow to a different level. Next is the feedback. So channels for feedback encourage improvement across all school aspects. Feedback is very important for a school leader, for a teacher, and it should be provided to all the members of the society. Next is the conflict resolution. It is the law of the nature which we have already discussed, that there will be conflict in any institution. But how to resolve that conflict is the duty of a good communicator, good teacher, and a good leader. Every good leader, through their means of communication, they will help to resolve those conflicts in a proper way. And the last but not the least is the community engagement. Every good teacher or the leader should try to engage all the members of the community to cultivate partnership among themselves. No one should be put alone, or no one should be cut alone for any kind of work. All should be engaged in such a way that they provide sharing their thoughts, sharing their needs, sharing their achievements together, and this will develop only through good communication. So these are the things we had discussed in this part of this unit, and in the last we can say that what are the things we have already discussed in this part of unit is that we have learned about the meaning and importance of communication in school leadership. We have learned about principles of effective communication. We have also discussed about qualities required by a school leader to be a good communicator, and the significance in the case of areas. What are the areas a school leader should see to provide communication, to build trust, to make school build their institution to a different height. So these are the things which are included in this part of unit, included in this module, which you have understood through these two videos. Hopefully it will help to understand in a very clear and precise way. Thank you.